All right, House of Payne fans, hope everyone is doing well. Tonight is, I believe, episode 20 of season 1. It's hard to believe that we're this quick in the show. Oh yeah, that's right, because for a good amount of the series, we were getting, 2 episodes per night. It was like 2 House of Payne, 2 Assisted Living. So yeah, it makes sense. But this is just asking the simple question: Do you think Jazmine will sleep with Kaleb? Now, it seems like Jazmine has a good head on her shoulders, but everybody has a breaking point where sometimes they'll do something regardless of how many times they say no, just so the other person will leave them alone about it, such as the whole vape pen thing. Before going further in the video, make sure you like the video, hit subscribe, click the bell notification icon, and select all. That way you don't miss out when I post new content to the channel. And follow me on my social media platforms. Links are in the description below. I would like to think that Jazmine wouldn't do it, but I do believe that CJ and Janine's fears might come to fruition. The whole thing about, well, remember when my parents forbade you from seeing me, and then we ended up seeing each other, and then that's how Malik was born. I think that it's predictable, but it might happen where, given what's supposed to go down in the episode, like Calvin finding out about Kaleb being in the kitchen, and then Curtis and Ella coming home, and then Curtis confronting Kaleb about it, and then Kaleb making a run for it. I feel like it's one of those things where Jazmine's going to get a stern talking to, despite the fact that, to be honest, she was sticking to her morals. She didn't know Kaleb was going to walk up in the house. She thought it was the delivery guy, and she kept saying no to his advances. But what I would hate to see is, like, if Calvin and Curtis and Ella automatically assume the worst, thinking that Jazmine was about to have sex with Kaleb. And let's say if they give her the benefit of the doubt, and I feel like that's going to make the family even more aggressive towards Kaleb, and the fact that they don't want him around Jazmine at all. That might push her to go see him, and then that leads from one thing to another, because he seems like a manipulator, and then they might actually sleep together. I hope that isn't what actually happens, due to the fact that we could at least see one of these kids, Malik and Jazmine, one of these kids with a good head on their shoulders. At least I would hope to think that Jazmine wouldn't do it, but I just feel like if push comes to shove and it feels like everybody's telling her what she should be doing, Jazmine might give in to temptation and actually have sex with Kaleb. But, just the little things like, does she know about her auntie and uncle getting high off Kaleb's supply? Does she know that Kaleb is a drug dealer? There are just so many things that I feel Jazmine should either know or take into consideration before she decides to have sex with Kaleb. So it's just one of those things where, when a person is a teenager, but then again, people of any age, like when somebody tells them what they should and shouldn't be doing, that just makes the person want to do it even more. I just hope Jazmine doesn't succumb to that kind of, peer pressure. It's kind of ironic because she's been ignoring the peer pressure from Kaleb and the other people in her age group that are having sex, but then it's going to be her family warning her that's going to push her over the edge potentially. So with that being said, what do you think? Do you think Jazmine is going to have sex with Kaleb? Like I said, I really wish we knew what would have happened if Calvin didn't come when he did, because what was it? I think the title of this upcoming episode is If You Love Me. And that's exactly what Kaleb was telling Jazmine, like, if you love me, then you sleep with me, that kind of thing. So I just wonder if she's going to have sex with Kaleb, or if she's going to cut Kaleb off completely and want nothing to do with him. So let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. If you want to donate to the channel, feel free to do so on PayPal or Cash App, or, join Patreon for as little as $1 a month. Thanks so much for tuning in, and I'll talk to you soon.